the reigning defending UFC heavyweight champion, the man who broke the record for the most title defenses in UFC heavyweight history, the man who will be fighting Daniel Cormier, as we found out on Friday night, July 7th, UFC 226, for his heavyweight title, the man who will be coaching opposite Daniel Cormier on the upcoming season of The Ultimate Fighter, the man who started his own Skype account just to join our program for the first time ever on Skype, the one and only Stipe Miocic. Look at that smile. Look at that smile. This is such an honor. How about that? Stipe Miocic on Skype. This is great. How are you?
Good. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Look at that. This is a whole new you. This is so great. Wow. Skype. Is it true that you... What's that?
I've always had Skype.
Oh, what? I was told that you love coming on the show so much, but you wanted to take it up a notch. You wanted to come on via Skype. Is that a lie?
No, I totally made an account for you, just for you.
Wow. This is great. And you got great connection out there. You live in the middle of nowhere in Ohio, but you got great connection.
Yeah, it's what we do here. We don't have much, but we have good internet connection.
Wow, it's so great to see you. Your eye healed up very well. I saw you on Instagram like a day later and it was kind of puffed up, but it's virtually gone, right? There's no real swelling left?
No, it's gone. It's just a little black and blue, but not much.
Okay. Well, it's great to see you, champ. We have a lot to discuss. I want to start at the beginning, okay? You leave Boston, you say goodbye with your belt, you win that fight. Did you think in a million years, 5 days later, you'd have another fight booked, you'd be on The Ultimate Fighter? Like, was this on your radar at all?
Not at all. I was just going to go home and sleep and relax and enjoy the downtime.
So when are you approached, or your management, when are you guys approached about this idea, not only to fight Cormier, but to also be on The Ultimate Fighter as a coach?
Well, they said something to me that Thursday before the fight, and I told them no, I'll worry about it after the fight. And then Monday or Tuesday, they came to me and asked me, would you do it? And I said, well, if it's right, yeah. So I had to make sure I was okay with my wife, and it worked out well. So here we are.
Initially, what did you think? Did you think it was a little too soon? I know your wife's pregnant, right? You want to be with her. You just had training camp. How are you feeling about it?
Well, I wanted to make sure it was okay with her. She's ultimately the boss. She's in the decision maker.
Yeah.
And so, she was okay. And she thought it was a great idea. And, I wouldn't have done it if it wasn't right. But, we feel it's good. We're good to go, and, all good.
Is she coming with you? 6 weeks away from home is a long time. Is she going to come with you?
Yeah, she'll be there a little bit. She'll come and go a little bit. She won't be there the whole time, but she'll come for a little bit, leave, come back. So.
Okay. So you got that figured out. As far as like being on the show, the cameras, that whole deal, reality show, how do you feel about that?
I don't mind it at all. Listen, I'm excited for the opportunity. I'm grateful for the opportunity. And give these guys a chance. Hopefully I can help them out and along the journey. And we're definitely show them what I know and all my coaches know, and pack it up and come to Vegas for a little bit. So I'm bringing some guys with me that they're exceptional coaches. And, I just hope I can, give them a little bit of knowledge and help them in their journey.
Can you tell us who's the coaching staff? Have you finalized it yet?
Well, my head coach is Mark Montoya from Factory X,
okay,
in Colorado. He's a great guy. My Marcus couldn't do it, unfortunately. He just couldn't get away. But Mark's going to come in and help me. He's an amazing coach, and I'm very grateful that he's coming with me. And so it's going to be a good time. We're finalizing the rest of the coaches, but he's my head coach.
Okay. And then, of course, tough for me, with all due respect to the show, is kind of the gravy. The big deal, the big news is the fight. July 7th, you versus Daniel Cormier, champion versus champion. How did you feel about that when that was, brought to your attention, when that was, brought to your table, so to speak? Did you like this fight? Did you like this idea? What were your thoughts?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I match up well. First off, Daniel's an amazing person. I think he's a great guy. I've known him for a while. I like the guy. We've done shows together, and so he's just an amazing guy. He's super tough. He's an Olympic medalist. He won the Grand Prix. Strike Force. He's a light heavyweight champ. The guy has so many, accolades. It's amazing. But we bumping up. It's a super fight. And so I would make sure it was right for both of us, and it was, and so we're doing it.
Do you feel like he's a bit in over his head here? He's biting off a little more than he can chew. It's one thing to do it at light heavyweight. You're a big guy, heavyweight. What do you think about him taking this fight?
Listen, he wouldn't take it if he didn't think he have a chance. He's a tough guy. He's fought heavyweights before. He's a great mixed martial artist. He's one of the best in the world. If not the best. I mean, he's fought numerous of top caliber guys his whole career, and so it's gonna be an amazing night. I'm excited.
I feel like there's maybe something to be said for the fact that he can make history in this fight. You could just extend history, right? Like he'll be the guy winning the 2 belts. You're just defending your title. Do you feel like this is being set up for like the Daniel Cormier legacy fight as opposed to just another fight for you? Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but it's not about him. It's about me. I'm going to win the fight.
Okay.
I'm going to extend my defending streak longer. It's not going to be 3. It's going to be 4.
As you mentioned, you guys spent some time together. Home in Cleveland, you went to the firehouse. He did a whole show following you for a day, BP, all that stuff. You like him. He likes you. Is it weird at all? Like, would you rather not fight a guy who you have this relationship with?
Well, I mean, it's business, I guess. It's business at the end of the day. I got no hard feelings towards him. I think he feels the same way. I hope he does. But we're doing it to better our families and ourselves.
Let's address the elephant in the room if we can, Stipe. The big news coming out of Saturday was not only that you won, but let's be honest, what happened with the belt and some of your post-fight comments. Now that we're removed a few days later, 9 days or so later, could you tell us why you did that, why you took the belt from Dana White and gave it to your coach, Marcus Marinelli, to put around your waist?
Well, like I said in the preview, in the post-fight, my coach respects me, I respect him. I mean, nothing more to be said.
Was that something you were thinking about, or was that a spur of the moment? And you know what? I love seeing your smile now. I could read you as opposed to just listening to your voice. It's a whole other experience here with you, Stipe. This is great. You're never allowed to come on via the phone again. Maybe you'll never come back on, but if you do come back on, it has to be via Skype because this is great. There's 2 layers to this now. Anyway, was that a spur of the moment thing, or was that something that you had been planning on doing for a few days, weeks, whatever?
I don't know. It's between me and my coach. You'll never know. It's a little secret.
Have you talked to Dana since then?
Yes, I have.
Okay, and how did that go?
He apologized over and over again.
Wow.
No, he didn't. He didn't apologize.
Okay.
No,
so what?
And congratulations on the fight, and offered me the tough, coaching stint, and I, took it. And I was very grateful. I thanked him so much for that opportunity.
This wasn't addressed at all. You didn't clear the air. You didn't talk about it.
No. You
didn't want to talk about it.
No, man, I'm good. Next question.
Okay.
When we're talking about this.
Okay. Are you being treated well? Like, are you happy now? Did you get a new deal to take this fight?
Listen, I'm always gonna be happy no matter how I get treated. I got a good life, man. I'm happy with my life. I get paid to fight. I'm a firefighter. I get paid for that too. And I love my wife and my family. We're expecting our first child. I'm nothing better than that.
So you're not looking to clear any airs or talk while you're out there or settle anything. You're good. You're gonna move on.
We'll figure it out, man. I don't, you're just digging right now. I love it.
Why don't you like talking? This is massive news. Yahoo's writing about it. ESPN's writing about it. It's huge news. We want to know what's going on in your head. You say little things, but we want to know.
Well, I want to keep you guessing. I'm giving you a teaser, so you're always wanting more.
That's true. You do a great job of that, by the way.
Thank you.
What about the firefighter job? How are you going to get away for 6 weeks?
I already talked to my chiefs. They were okay with it. They allowed it. They understood, and they wished me good luck. And I'm very lucky at the 2 departments that I'm at. I'm very lucky.
What are the 2 departments?
Oakwood Village and Valley View.
Okay, are those 2 different districts?
Yeah, the two different cities. They're suburbs of Cleveland.
Okay. I'm sure in the history of those firehouses, they never had someone say, I'm going to do a reality show for 6 weeks. Is that cool, right? This has to be a first for them.
I'm pretty sure. Not that I know of, but I'm pretty.
Has it changed at all? I mean, I've asked you this a couple fights ago, but like now when you're out, I'm assuming you get noticed every time now, right?
Yeah, I mean, but everyone's they're nice. They don't bother me. They don't come up to me like, oh, hey, like if I'm in the middle of dinner, they wait till I'm done, or if I'm with my wife. I mean, everyone's real nice, and they don't bother me. They, maybe if I'm by myself, they'll ask for a picture or whatever, but they're very, very nice.
Okay, no one's intrusive. No one, like it's the worst when you're eating and someone asks, for a picture, right? Who wants that?
Yeah, no, I mean it happens, but I mean, listen, I don't get mad. I just say, hey, can we do it after dinner? Do you mind? I'm having dinner with my wife.
Okay, all right. How many times have you watched the Ngannou fight?
Well, a couple times. Work on some mistakes I did, and try to work on some, bad thing. Work on the bad things and try to get better at the good things.
If you could share, if you don't mind, what are some? I mean, it was a pretty dominant performance. He didn't win a round, obviously. What are some of the mistakes that you think you made?
I was standing up too tall. I, wasn't bouncing as much as I should. More movement, but stuff like that. And I could have probably did a little bit more ground and pound. But he's a big man. The guy's strong, and I was just trying to wear him out.
Did you feel like you ran out of gas in the fight? Like, were you disappointed at all in your cardio?
No, actually, I felt better as the fight went on. That first round, he was coming at me like a freight train. I was just trying to bounce out of the way. But I felt good conditioning-wise. I felt good. I felt better as the round went on. But that first round, I think, I just wasn't used to that. I'm not used to someone coming swinging, Hail Mary at me and trying to take my face off.
Considering how hard he punches, and you've been in there with, some of the hardest punchers in the sport, where does he stack up? Like, are those the hardest punches you've ever felt in a fight?
No, I mean, I fought harder for sure, of course, but he definitely hits hard every time. You don't want to take any chances, but I just wasn't given the opportunity to, land one of those meat hooks on my face.
Sure.
And end the night early for him. So he definitely hits hard.
Do you think he has it in him to become? Because it's interesting. Like, everyone jumps off the bandwagon after he loses, right? You've been there before. You lost years ago, and it's almost like crazy to think that you lost at this point because you've been so dominant. Do you feel like he has it in him to get back on track? Like, do you think at some point you'll see him again?
Oh, 100%. He's definitely he's got a lot of potential, man. He just got to work on a few things, and I think he'll be fine. I think he's still still relatively young for the division, and I think that if he works on some of his flaws, he'll be fine.
I have sensed a shift in your popularity, especially since this fight. Like, in the last week, like, even when we post a post-fight interview with you, the press conference, like, your numbers, your views, I feel like people are starting to finally give you the respect and attention that you deserve. Do you feel the same way? Like, do you feel like there's a shift in your popularity as well? You're more loved, you're more respected, you're kind of a bigger deal now. Do you feel like something has changed in the last few days?
Maybe not. I don't worry about it. People are gonna like me. People are not gonna like me. I don't really care. I just, I hope they're on my team, backing me up. But if they're not, it is what it is. That's what makes sports. Like, just like the Patriots versus the Eagles. There's Patriots fans, there's Eagles fans. It is
Sure.
what it is. But I'm just happy with everything. I'm blessed, and I'm just, grateful.
Yeah, it's amazing though, because there was a time I remember you used to troll everyone on Twitter, but now, like, you're big time champion. It's a very clean Twitter feed. It's a very, like, the message is very succinct. You could tell exactly what's going on. I mean, it's kind of a new you here. You're on Skype. I feel like you've taken a turn, is what I'm trying to get at.
I think I'm becoming a man, maturing. I'm not as much as
right, father to be.
But yeah, I mean, that's what I'm excited about. I'm terrified at the same time. I'm actually mostly terrified, but I'm super happy and excited.
Do you feel like anything's changed in the way you approach your job because you know that you're going to be a father? Like, do you feel like you have a different set of goals, or your motivation feels different? Like, do you feel like a changed man already?
No, I've always, the way I thought is always, securing my family's future. Knowing I knew we were gonna have a child, I just didn't know when, but I want to secure that future before they were born.
By the way, do you know if it's a boy or a girl?
It's a girl.
Okay. Why do you say it like that?
Oh, because I'm going to be mush. That girl's going to have me wrapped around her finger. Whatever she wants, she's going to get.
Yes. It's
going to be bad. Yeah.
Let me tell you something, my friend. I have two boys and I just had a girl. There's something different. Yes. Whatever you're expecting, you're right, because that's true. That's going to happen to you.
All my friends that have had girls told me the same thing. They're like, dude, nothing like a girl, I'm telling you. The boys are awesome, but the girls, it's a different ballgame.
And so this kind of works out well for you, right? Because you can get the fight out of the way in July and then focus on, the birth and then getting settled and stuff, right? Is this timeline good for you?
Yeah, it's looking good so far, unless she comes early.
Right. Well, because it's August, right?
Yeah, August 1st.
Okay, all right. So you got some time there. And other than, I mean, you had the swelling and everything, but any serious injuries coming out of the fight, hand, anything like that?
No, I mean, I got a little cut in my ear, but that was about it.
Okay. What do you say to people like Fabricio Verdum who may be upset that you're not fighting him next, that you're taking this fight? Well, what's your response?
Don't be mad at me. It's not my decision.
But this is, I mean, was this not the most interesting decision that, I mean, this is a super fight. This doesn't happen every day, right? This gets you excited.
Yeah, definitely. I'm definitely excited. I mean, I love fighting. I love what I do. I'm definitely ready for this fight. I'm coming out, guns blazing, training like a madman, like I always do. And, and you can wait till after the fight's done.
Last thing for you, fight happens, you win July 7th, and still, right? 4 straight title defenses. Just curious, if someone were to put the belt around your waist, who would that person be? Who are we going to give that honor to?
I don't know. It's it's going to take some time. Let me think about that. That's a lot of pressure to put on me.
Oh, man, it's great. I love it. You remember you used to call yourself Stone Cold Stipe. You remember that?
I know. I still do.
You still do, really?
I'm just joking. I don't.
Okay. This is the second coming of Stone Cold versus Vince McMahon. Everyone loves this kind of stuff, right?
Oh, yeah. It's awesome. I'm excited.
Turn around, Stone Cold Stunner.
Bro, I don't mess around. I'll do it. I'll drop the hammer.
Do you think you'll be one of those guys who does a lot of pranks and stuff like that on the show?
I don't know. We'll see. Decisions. Like you can't be going out my stuff, man. I got things going on here. I'm trying to figure out. You never know. You might see something.
All right, fair enough. Well, this is very exciting. Who would have thought a week later you've got a show to tape? You're going out right in a day or so, right?
Yeah, I think I'll leave tomorrow.
So you got a show to tape. You got a super fight on international fight. I mean, business really picking up for you. Who would have thought?
Right, craziness.
You're treated well. You're respected. You're happy. You're smiling. You're on Skype. Life is good.
I mean, I can't complain, man. I'm happy and I'm blessed. I'm just very lucky for what I do.
Did you see Ronda Rousey on Royal Rumble yesterday?
I did not. Actually, I was going to watch it. I didn't because I had dinner with the family, but I heard about it. I saw a little bit of it.
What do you think?
That's awesome. Good for her.
You like it?
Good for her.
Yeah?
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
Hmm?
Okay. Well, Stipe, congratulations on everything.
You don't like it.
What?
You don't like it.
Well, this is my thing. If you care about my thoughts, I think it's great for her. I'm happy for her. I have some concerns about her acting abilities, on the microphone, things like that. It's not just about fighting anymore, right? You got to be a performer. I have some concerns. Yesterday, there were a few things a few red flags came up, so I'm a little worried about it.
How would I do in the WWE?
I think you would kill it. I mean, already you got the feud with the boss, so it's like Stone Cold versus Vince, right? You got that down, right? Baddest man on the planet. You're gigantic. You're a fireman. You come out with the fireman gimmick, knocking people out. I mean, I feel like you'd be. You want to do it? Is that what you're saying?
I mean, don't tease me, man. I mean, I was just getting your opinion here.
Is this a bucket list thing? When it's all said and done, do you want to be in WWE? You versus Brock?
Oh, whatever, man. I'm just worried about July 7th first.
Let's make some headlines. Stipe Miocic, sick of UFC, eyes WWE debut. Is that what you're saying right now?
No, you're just trying to get me in trouble now.
No. I would never want to do that. Stipe, you're the man. I appreciate it very much. Thank you very much for doing this. Congratulations on getting the show. Congrats on getting the big fight. I hope they're paying you boatloads. Millions upon millions upon millions. You deserve it, my man. And thanks for doing this. I really appreciate you going the extra mile and going on Skype. Thank you so much. Great to see that smile. Look at that smile. It's great.
Thanks, man. I appreciate everything.
All right. We'll talk to you soon. Thank you, Stipe. Good luck out there.
Yes, sir. You too. Bye-bye.
All right. There he is. The one and only Stipe Miocic. The baddest man on the planet. You got to love him.